Hello, everybody. Welcome to Finsweet Live. Today, we are talking about the new Community Day initiative that we are going to have here at Finsweet Live. This is going to be an every Thursday stream thing, and now every Thursday is going to be Community Day. So this whole stream is an announcement for what's to come every Thursday moving forward, and it's all about you. I'm here with Victoria, the community manager here at Finsweet, and she is going to announce this with us. Hey, Victoria, what's up?
Hello everyone. How is everyone doing? Hey Joe, how are you? I'm super excited for today. This new initiative is something we have been looking forward to. We want to help the community, agencies, freelancers, everyone to get to the next level. We have seen on many occasions that when the community unites, we are stronger. So I'm really excited to share this with everyone.
And that's exactly why we're doing this. It's to put the community in front of the community. That we have such a strong community here in our Finsweet Live, where people come and they watch our content and they see what's up. We want to also show the community to everybody that watches Finsweet Live. There's a lot of talent in this community, a lot of passion in this community, and we want to feature that. So yeah, Victoria, what are you most excited about for this community day? Like why is this such an exciting thing for us?
It's super excited. Well, for me, the most exciting is to help everyone. To help everyone, we can help in very, very different ways. Agencies, freelancers get more exposure. You never know who is watching. You never know if by someone watching this, you will get a new job, you will get a new project, you will start your agency or start a team. And I think that's something really positive about this, Joe. I don't know if you will agree with me. It's that it's still recorded. So when people start joining this industry that is growing, more people new to this industry will know you and maybe follow you, and maybe you will be the new person to look to so they can get to the level they want to get. So this will help the ones we're here and the new ones for this industry.
Absolutely. So when you come on our show, it's like a huge advertisement for you, for everybody who's live watching, as well as next week and next month and next year and in 3 years. The content doesn't go
Yes.
anywhere. So this video can help you in your immediate career, your long-term career, or it could just be fun, right? There's no expectation that anything will happen after you come and join us on Community Day, but we hope that that does happen. That's the idea, to put the community up and use Finsweet and the Finsweet name as a catalyst for growth all throughout the community. And at the end of the episode, we're going to give you a link that will let you sign up to be featured on Community Day. It's going to be one person or group or agency every week that's featured, and you have the opportunity to be featured. So end of episode, got to stick around, and that link drops, and you will be added to the list of people who are interested. So that is the opening. Let's now get a little bit more in depth about what Community Day is. We talked about why we want it. Now let's go into what it is. So, Victoria, go ahead, read this out.
Okay. Yeah, Community Day will be an individual or agency spotlight each week. These Thursday live streams will turn into live content with a community. So there's, as Joe said, there's no like a specific guideline that you have to follow. It can be with interviews, open conversation, work share, consulting, group shoutouts, and we can help with anything else. A big example we were talking about earlier, if you're looking for a job, you can come here and you can share what you have worked into, what you're interested in working into. Or if you're looking to hire someone, you can come here and share what the position is it about. So we can help in very different ways in these new live streams.
And there'll be all different types of people here. we're going to invite individuals, let's say a freelancer or a single person who's trying to make it in the community. We'll have agencies. So bring one or two people from an agency and explain what that agency does. And groups, anybody that has a group or an event or anything that they want people to get involved with. All of these types of people in these kind of formats, the interview, open conversation, a little bit of consulting, a lot of community interactivity. And this is what every Thursday is going to be. So it's not going to be Finsweet focused. We're not doing Finsweet announcements. We're not doing any information about Finsweet. That's going to be reserved for Tuesday. All Tuesday stuff is Finsweet. All Thursday stuff is community. So our Finsweet topics are just about the same. We're talking business. We're talking growth. We're now going to start talking more about mental health. We're talking with the team at Finsweet. We're going to bring more people into the team on these Tuesday shows. And it's really going to be kind of the topics that you expect with Finsweet Live. That's all Tuesday. And then Thursday, Community Day. So still two lives a week, but now Thursday is dedicated to the community. Victoria, anything else? Anything else that we want to mention before we go into some of the format for this?
Yeah, I would like to add something to what you just said. We're gonna give this exposure to all of you, and also the good thing is that you can announce if you're having an event, if you're having a live stream, if you're having a Twitter space, anything. This is your opportunity so people can get to know you behind all the social media, all the writing, so people can get to know you more. You can give announcements of what you're working in, so you can get more people to know about what you're into with these live streams. So it's a good opportunity for announcements and exposure.
I think this will form a few agencies also. I have a I guess a goal. That's a good way to put it. A goal that someone's going to come on here, tell their story, someone else is going to find them, and they'll form an agency together. And I want this to happen as many times as possible. These types of relationships, not just a new friend that you meet once a month, but actually maybe really important relationships. So yeah, this is exciting stuff. Let's open up some comments here. We have a lot of haze. Let's say hello to the team in the community here.
We have Frank. Hello, Frank.
Frank,
We
what's
have
up?
Dana Brasnio,
Daniel.
John Matias. Hey, Tonette. We have Pablo Cortez, Scott Humphrey, Sam. Yes, the week went really fast. We're already at Thursday, tomorrow, Friday. Thank you, Joseph. Hey, Rohan, Maggie, Christian, Miguel, Tom. Hey, Bree, Brandon, Carlos, Jane. We have a lot of people here. We have a really nice comment. Love how this opens up opportunities for the community.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
And this is what we're looking for. This is what we're going to
Yeah.
try with this new spot. Hello, Susan. AV Rana has a comment. Really love that. This Webflow Finsweet live events happens really at a convenient time for me.
Perfect.
Hey, Miguel, Penny, Andre. So we have a lot of people
Nice.
here.
Awesome.
Let's bring a comment from
Okay.
Daniel.
Yeah, this is a good one. I think this is great, you guys helping us to get some exposure, but I'm a bit afraid that this can go into people hard selling their stuff instead of the intention of helping the community. Okay, Daniel, this is a really valid request, a valid comment. And I think when we go through this next part of the stream and we explain more of the format of this, you are probably going to think differently because that's not the point. The idea is selling yourself through valuable information, not just this is go to this event, go to this, go to this, go to this. This is about what you're good at, about advice, about challenges that you're facing. It's not just a big advertisement. So let's go right into that. And Daniel, we're going to show you how this is not going to be just hard selling stuff. So let's go into the next slide for the first part. This is how we see most community days going. Maybe not every community day, but most of them. Whether you're an individual or you're an agency or you're a group, this is the rough format that we plan to follow as we do this. Tell your story. Everybody wants to know, where did you start? How did you get to where you are now? How did you go from I'm entering this agency to now I'm here on community day presenting myself? So Victoria, story, very important. Um,
Super important. This is like the part where people can know more about where you come from and where do you want to go. Some people can can have a similar story as you, and they can see you as their next step. So this is a good part, so people can get to know you more.
Also, I think a lot of the stories in the Webflow ecosystem are really exciting. This is not very common for other communities and other groups of people, right? You very rarely hear a great story for an insurance salesperson, right? If you're in insurance sales, you usually don't have this epic story of how you got into insurance sales. But if you're making websites in Webflow, you probably have a good story. There's a pretty good chance that you have an interesting story from pre-websites to now a successful career in Webflow. So we want to hear those stories. There a lot of them are unique, and a lot of people may be motivated to follow your story. I know Victoria has a very interesting story, and this is going to be a story that continues as we keep working on this. Victoria was not in this industry at all. What, 6 months ago, you were in a different world. So you
Yes,
have a different
totally.
story, an interesting one.
Yes, and that's the exciting part. Like I was gonna say that, adding to what you were saying, telling your story. What we're looking for is to have different type of stories. People that are really right now focused on Webflow, on the development part, or people like focus on coding, or if you're focused on community, more on events, on HR. We can have different types of stories. A lot of people watch the live streams and YouTube videos, so we can really get and touch a lot of different people.
Totally. And then after the story, we'll look at work. So maybe there'll be like 5 or 6 minutes of story time, and then just a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes, 3 minutes of showing your work. So whatever you're most proud of, could be a website, it could be your agency brand, it could be a brand of a certain company you worked with, it could be the size of your team. Any kind of work that you accomplished that you're proud of that helps show the community what you're good at. And this is important for people that may want to be hired or may want to hire somebody else or create some type of connection, like forming a new agency. So looking at that work. And Victoria, we talked before about showing any type of work. It doesn't just have to be like opening up Designer and looking inside a build. Uh, I think you can show
Exactly.
anything.
Yeah, it's anything. We're gonna be here, or Joey's gonna be here with you, helping you, guiding the live stream. But at the end, you're gonna be the one that will tell us what you wanna share. What you
Yeah.
what you want the community to see, what you wanna transmit to other people. So this will be guided by both of us, but you will be the one telling us where do you want the conversation to go. So it's up to you
Yeah,
what you wanna share with the people. And
exactly. Yeah, please keep
yeah,
going.
no, go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
So Abby Rana says, probably I have a unique story, but I'm a bad storyteller. So Victoria just said it's your story to tell, but what if you're a bad storyteller and you still want to come on here? Well, that's okay. As long as you're able to go live and you're able to speak, I think it's going to work out because whoever's running the community day is going to lead you through that story. There'll be a little bit of a structure. We'll be asking questions. It will be back and forth. It won't be like 5 minutes of telling your story and then that's it. It will be a back and forth conversation of, well, how did this happen? How'd you do this? What was your next step after doing this accomplishment? And yeah, I think if you think you're a bad storyteller, you can also change that. this isn't a character trait. Nobody's born a bad storyteller. So, Abby, I'll challenge you to work on that. You know, if you really want to come on community day, practice. Think about it. Practice your storytelling. Um, I like watching animated movies. I think animated movies help me become a better storyteller because I think those are some of the best stories that are in. Yeah, I just love those stories. So immerse yourself in it. It's something that you can get there. And Victoria,
Yeah,
tell
and
me,
oh,
yeah,
sorry, Joe. Just to add a comment to the comment Abby is sharing with us, we also we can have a meeting before the live stream. If you feel more comfortable
mm,
practicing, we can connect 1 hour a day before or 2 hours before the live stream, and you can practice. We can go through the conversation, how it's gonna go, so you're not gonna come live from zero. We're gonna help you to feel very more calm, more relaxed for the live stream. And on the live stream, you're not gonna be alone. We're gonna help you guide the conversation.
totally. And Victoria is now storytelling right now. This is her second stream. She is not an experienced streamer, not experienced with live, not experienced storytelling, but we're here, we're telling the story, doing a great job. So a lot of this is just probably in your head, and we'll get over that together. Let's bring up a comment from Pablo Cortez. This is a nice one. This is a great initiative because this uses the Finsweet platform for showcasing the community. It's a great growth marketing opportunity. Yes. So earlier, Gabe, who is behind the scenes running the stream, said, uh, he said, we're using Finsweet as a catalyst for community growth. And I really like that comment. Like, we've done so much with products and so much with helping the community and support. And now it's time for us to say, let's use some of that love we've created and spread it out to the community, right? We just need 1 day of streaming. We need to give you updates and communities and stuff for Finsweet on 1 day, but we don't need 2 days. We can have that second day dedicated to using our name, market other people. So yeah, Pablo, this is great. And we totally agree with this. What else? Do we have any other comments we want to bring up, Victoria?
Yes, we have a question from Daniel. So he's asking us, what are the boundaries? Can it be outside of Webflow but within no code or design? We're gonna
Yeah,
talk more further on the live stream about all of that. But Joe, do you wanna add a comment right now about this question?
I would say it can be outside of Webflow, but it shouldn't be too far outside of Webflow. There's got to be some Webflow sprinkled in there. We're super Webflow interested, as you probably know, and it's not going to be very strict. I think we're going to have people on that like kind of relate to Webflow, but maybe they're pros in some other application. So Daniel, it's flexible. What else do we have? Another one from Daniel. Daniel rocking with these comments today. Raising the next generation of no code storytellers and streamers. Love it. Yeah, totally. Once you start to get a taste of the live stream and you like it, you want to keep going. So maybe this will even encourage somebody who is on this to say, I love live streaming. I'm going to start my own live stream, or I'm going to start a group and share information like this. So yeah, this hopefully is going to motivate people to take the next step in their career. Really nice.
We also have a
Anything
follow-up
else?
comment of Abby. Thank you so much, Joe and Victoria, for your words. I really love the support. I've been hesitant to speak. Your support will motivate me highly. I'm
Great.
really happy to read this, Abby. I'm happy we can support you. We can make you feel more comfortable. That's our goal here.
Hmm. Let's go to this next slide. So we're showing two pieces of work, and then we go to the value proposition. So this is Victoria. What is this?
This, for me, as I read it, is your moment to shine. This is the moment
Nice.
where you can shine on the live stream. What do you do really well? What are you really efficient with? So this is a moment where I prefer the word shine than sell, but it's where you share to people what do you do, what do you like, your projects, what are you looking for. So you will have this time for your own and you will be open to say whatever you want. So this space, I think, is one of the most important in the conversation.
And I think by answering this, it helps people understand you from a professional perspective. You know, maybe not you as a person, but definitely from a professional perspective, you can say, okay, I know that this person's great at branding, that they've helped so many companies redefine their brand. I know that they do this with a really, really specialized process, and it happens in only 3 weeks. That information, if you tell me that about yourself, I know I have like a little bit of a view into your professional career. I see the work, I hear your story, I see the work, and now I understand what your value is, why people would want to work with you, why people would want to interact with you in a professional setting. So this one's nice. So to Daniel's comment earlier, it's a little bit of a sales part, but I promise we're getting right into converting this into really actionable information. So let's not use the word sale. Victoria, what did you say before? I like that word better.
Shine. Yeah, it's your moment to
Shine.
shine.
Yeah, shine, shine, shine. That's good.
Yeah,
And then
it
it's
sounds
called a
better. I
spotlight.
think it's, yeah, exactly, to be on the spotlight.
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
is the
Yeah.
moment when new people or people already here in the industry, you can become, as we said before, that person to look forward to, where I want to go. That's my next goal. So you can really get people motivated, get people to be with you. Or if you're struggling with something, you can get someone that is expert in what you need to help you. So this can help in any way. This is like the moment to shine, as we said before.
Yeah. Love that. Okay. And then the next part, maybe this is like 5, 6, 7 minutes, the value proposition. And then the next one is going to be advice for the community. So you just told us what you're good at. You just told your story. You showed your work. And now the community is saying, well, how do I do this? If I want to do what you're doing, if I want to be you in 3 years, what do I do? How can how can I take the next step in my career because you've just motivated me? Because you're a leader and I want to follow you. So this is the advice part, and this will be a very important part of this episode of All Community Day. How can your success and your knowledge and your value be turned into advice for others to help grow? I think my favorite part. Victoria, what do you think about this part, the advice part?
Yeah, the part of advice, you can be that person for someone continuing on this career or not. When I started, like as Joe said before, I knew nothing about the industry. I started from zero or negative 10, if that's the way you want to say it. And and of course with all the advices, all the positive comments of people seeing like you just keep going, you will get there, you will start learning, support yourself with a team, with a community. All those advices are really, really important for someone that is starting on this, for someone that knows nothing, or as we have seen in the comments, for someone that doesn't like speaking on public. So all these advices can help in different ways, not only on work related, can also help on the personal growth of yourself. So that's a really, really nice part of all the interview or the stream.
Because if you have a story, if you have a path that you have followed and you have some level of success, there are other people that will look up to you. That's a fact in this industry. Somebody will relate to you in some way through a clonable, through a piece of portfolio work, through an initiative, whatever, where they say, wow, this person's great. I want to be on a similar path. So by being on this show, you have the opportunity to be a leader for others who are looking to take that same path. And this is very valuable. So yeah, this is this is going to help other people, right? Up until this point of the community day schedule, you're talking about yourself. Now you are helping others.
Yes, and
Anything else
also
on?
this part, everyone, sorry, everyone has a different story. Everyone is a different world. So we all, I really believe that we all have at least one advice to give. So that's the great part of showcasing and of being different people on live streams, because one person can help 10 and then the next one can help other 10 that are not the same, and that way we will have this able to reach a lot of people.
Exponential growth. That's
Mhm.
the beauty of the network effect. Just having this grow and grow, and so many people do so many things, and that's how Webflow has grown. That's one of the reasons that this community is just starting to grow and expand and really show people online how valuable this platform is and how valuable this product is. And that's why people keep coming and coming. It's a great product and people very publicly love it. So yeah, this is now going to happen on a community agency individual freelancer model. All right, let's go to the next slide. After advice, so we talk about advice for like 6 7 minutes. Now we're going to talk about challenges and next steps. Right? Nobody is coming on this show saying, I'm done with everything. I am not continuing. I'm closing my career. There's always something else to do. It could be sustaining your current level of business. It could be growing to the next level. It could be learning a new skill. This is where you get to talk about what challenges are coming towards you. And this is where we can start giving advice, talking about it openly, talking to the community about it. So if you say, hey, my next goal is to be able to design websites, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people in the comments that will say, I recommend this course. I recommend learning how to use Figma. I recommend this, this, this. So this is now the person that's coming on saying, hey, I'm not there yet, but this is what's next for me. And Victoria, I know you have a lot that's next for you because you just got into the industry. So I know Victoria has told me many times that she wants to do this and this and this and this. And she's not there yet, but she's going to be. So this is what Victoria would say on a spotlight. So Victoria, what's
Yeah,
the value of
exactly.
this?
Yeah, I agree with you. These challenges, there's a challenge in every path, and in every goal you want to reach, there will be a challenge. There will be something like, I see it like as a rock. You will have to go through it so you can get to your goal. So there will always be challenges. If you're struggling with something, we will also be on this live stream. You will have an open conversation either with Joe, with me, with someone on the team. We can also give you advice. We can also talk. We can also help. We've seen a lot of people that share that they have trouble on the selling part with clients, getting leads, getting projects. So it will be really valuable to have someone that had struggled with that and now is being successful. That will help a lot of people. So the challenges is something we will all go through that. So it's a really important.
Absolutely. Everybody faces challenges. It doesn't matter where you are in your career. There's always a challenge. So this is a big step in this community day content. Let's bring up some comments. I see some nice ones. Let's go first, John Matthias. Agreeing with Abby. Victoria, you want to take this one?
Sure, I can empathize with that feeling of being hesitant to speak up in this kind of format. I'm slowly trying to build up the confidence myself. John, as we said with Abby, if you need help from us, if you want to, I said on the first live stream I was that I'm open to coffee talks. So if you anytime want to talk with someone and want to practice this, I'm open to that before you go on a live stream. So don't be scared of giving it a try. I always say that if someone gets you nervous and you're getting out of your comfort zone, something great will go from this. So just give it a try. Don't think about it and go for it.
Yeah.
What do you have to say, Joe,
And
about this?
yeah, and start small. You know, if you're a little nervous about this, don't come on and speak to 50 to 100 people. Uh, start, come to our pro meeting and just ask a question at the end of the pro meeting in front of a bunch of people, and that little piece is going to help you get out of your shell a little bit more. So start small, work up, and yeah, this is absolutely something you can achieve, John. Let's bring up a comment from Diego. I have a Webflow agency as well. I like to build on what you do, and you are an inspiration. What advice do you have? What advice would you have liked to receive when you were first starting out? As an agency owner, the the advice that I wish that I received and followed was to just start making content right away. It took me 2 years, maybe 2.5 years to create the first Finsweet YouTube video. And part of that was because I was still learning and I wasn't ready. But there was about a year of time where I was qualified to make YouTube videos and help people. And I actually went and executed on that. And it was too long. I look back and think, damn, if we had started all this YouTube stuff and all of this tutorial stuff 1 year earlier, we would have a bigger following. We would have more people. And I didn't do that. So I wish that I just I didn't have the confidence to do it. And I wish I had that confidence, because once I started doing it, after a few videos, I thought, wow, this was not that bad. I had this whole thing worked up in my head about how I didn't like it and I didn't want to do it, but I should have done it. So just make content. That doesn't mean YouTube videos. It doesn't mean live streams. It doesn't mean clonables. It could be whatever you want. This could be written content. It could be Figma templates, whatever your content is. I would go ahead and start doing that. It's going to help you with clients, and it's going to help you get more into the community, which also helps with clients. Okay. Nice comment from Jigen. Haven't gotten my first client, but have been working with Figma, Reloom, and Webflow. Awesome. This is a great stack. Excellent. Keep working hard. And yeah, that first client will come. Keep showing up, keep coming to community stuff, and someone's going to say, hey, come and work with us on this. Or I have too many projects. Would you like to take this? Once you start to know people, this kind of thing starts to happen. Let's bring up a comment from Mika. Victoria, can you take this one?
Sure. Finsweet was a kick in the ass. I needed to start taking development seriously. So I'll have faith this is the next logical evolution in honing the craft.
I wish, Mika, I want a poster that says this exact thing. This is really inspiring for us. This is such a big goal that we have at Finsweet. So you taking that next step in development, I know this is helping your career. I don't know how, but I know it is, because it's a valuable skill. And yes, I think this is the next evolution in honing the skill of web development. I think in a few years, just building in Webflow is not going to be enough to have a competitive advantage. But the technical aspect gives you that competitive advantage. So great to hear that. Thank you. All right. Any other comments, or should we go on and we can also hit the comments when we come back in?
Sure, I think we should go on, and then at the end we
Okay.
can continue with the comments.
Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one. Victoria, take this.
Yeah, how can the community help you? So, as we shared before, this is a time to share your initiatives. As it says here in the slide, side projects, groups, and anything else you want the community to help you with. So, this is a space where you can share your work, or you can get the community to help you with your work. These live streams is not just us of successful stories or of something that is completed. This can be something that you're struggling with, something you need help with. Maybe you don't like the design part, but you like the development part. So maybe you're gonna look for someone to help you with the designing, or vice versa. So this is a live stream where the community can help you get to the next level. We want, as we said on the beginning, we want these live streams to be like the connection of everyone, of all agencies, of freelancers, of everyone. What are your thoughts on this, Joe?
I think this is where we can start to see some of those agencies forming, where somebody comes on here and says, like you said, I love the development part. I'm really good at it. I'm learning JavaScript, but I realize that I'm just not that good at design. And then someone in the comments says, whoa, I'm the opposite. I don't like development. I've found myself just liking to brand. And maybe there's a partnership or a full agency or some connection where the community can help you. So it could be like that, asking for relationships, asking for projects. Hey, I'm a pro in medical websites. You would be surprised how many people are completely filled with work. If you are talented in this industry, it's likely, or there is a chance, that you have a full workload for the next few months. So when a new lead comes in, maybe someone said, "Hey, I just got a medical lead the other day and I told them I'm not available. Let me send you that contact." Maybe this kind of stuff happens. But anything the community can help you with, let's see if the community can actually help live in the chat and afterwards, right? This is going to live for years. So maybe somebody can go and fulfill your request in the future. Some good comments. I
Exactly.
think
And
we need to
this,
jump back into the comments.
yeah, yes. Let's go with just these positive comments here. Been being in these videos for months. Thank you for being here. Brianna, this is
Nice.
going to be great, guys. Thank you for the positive vibes. Hamish is saying this stoked to learn more from other web flowers. Yep, that's the idea. Jeff, love this idea. Excited to learn more about some of the other brilliant folks that hang out in this comment section.
Mm-hmm.
We have a comment from OK Josh. I started learning Webflow a month ago and started following these streams a month ago. Really love these streams.
Awesome. That's great to hear. So this is a great kind of story. You start a month ago, you're inspired, and who knows, in a few months you could be doing really well, really successful. And that's a story that we need to hear, right? We know that a lot of people are very talented, but to be able to broadcast yourself as a company, as a person, is difficult. It takes a lot of time. If you're focused on growing your agency, it's hard to also focus in growing in community. It's not an easy task to do both of those. So yeah, we're hoping that this stream is going to help people like OK Yash show their great skill to everybody else.
Yeah, and I want to talk about an advice Daniel is giving here. He's saying you can also record yourself in front of the camera to get used to it. And watching yourself back helps you realize that I speak too fast or I speak too quietly, etc. So, Daniel, this is funny to me because this is something I have struggled with like my whole career. Maybe in English, I don't speak that fast, but in Spanish, I speak super fast. And even when I was in high school, even when I was in college, everyone used to tell me, like, slow down. We don't understand what you're saying. You're speaking too fast. So, this is a great advice for all these people that don't know if they go too fast or they go too slow. This is a great advice, in my opinion. What do you think, Joe?
Victoria is the 2x speed in a YouTube video. So when you're watching a YouTube video and you can speed it up 1x or 2x or 0.75, she's the 2x. It's really impressive because I'm getting better at understanding Spanish and listening to Spanish, but sometimes when Victoria speaks, it's like, whoa, it's just too fast. Everybody else can understand her, but not me. So yeah, this is something that you can work on. I know there was a point where I was speaking too fast, and I realized it, and I had to slow down because when I speak with my wife, she is a native Spanish speaker. So if I spoke too fast, she wouldn't understand me. We had a communication problem if I went way too fast. So I said, let me slow down, let me speak slower. And now I just naturally speak slower. It's really nice, it's pleasant. And this is a skill that I picked up just from understanding my environment and what I think is best for the people I'm communicating with. So you can get there. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it has a challenge because even if you can think that it's easy to slow down or to go faster, also the emotions have a big part in this. Like if you're nervous, if you're excited, that makes you go faster or it makes you go slower. So I think this advice of Daniel is really good because it takes a lot of emotional control to get to go faster or slower.
It is. Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. All right. What's the next comment here? What do we got?
We have Coming from Jeff, I'm excited. I'm expecting that we'll hear from people who come to Webflow from many different backgrounds and with different
Hmm.
approaches. It's going to be effing sweet.
Absolutely. This is so true. You're going to, we want to have people on this show that you don't know. Of course, there'll be people on the show that are in the comments and you know them and you've seen them. But we're also going to find people that you may not know that may be doing excellent work, but they don't dedicate any time to community. They dedicate to growing their agency. And I'm sure they have a great story and they have great advice for everybody. So yeah, a lot of different backgrounds and approaches.
Yeah, many different backgrounds. Maybe on another stream or further on, I'm going to share my story with you, but I come from an HR background. So it has nothing to do with no code. But we'll leave that story for later on.
Yeah, it's a good story, and it's a really good story in progress.
Hmm.
That's a great part of it. Anytime your story is in progress, it's exciting.
Yes.
So let's bring up this comment from Pierre, and then let's continue. Is Finsweet low key becoming an agency incubator? Well, Pierre, I love the idea of that. I'm not making a statement that we are, but I do love the idea that we may be able to incubate some agencies, give people the right connections, give people the right exposure, and really change the way that people run their professional life. This is really special for me. So I hope so. Not saying yes, but maybe. Anything else, Victoria, before we go on with the last few slides of the content?
Nope. I agree with you with what you just answered here to Pierre. I think we can continue with the Q&A, the next slide.
Great. So after we talk to the community how they can help you, it's Q&A. So when you're on community day, people will want to ask you questions. We're probably not going to stop in each section and get to the comments with every single section. It will be all at the end. So we'll collect the comments during the stream, and then all at the end we'll go through one by one to answer those questions. And this will be for 10 minutes or so. And this will be a way for people to follow up on some of those challenges, to follow up on how the community can help. Maybe someone asks for community help and somebody actually has the connection right there, or the resource, or the course, or whatever. So this is where you in the community can interact with whoever's on the show.
Exactly. Even if you have shared all the information, sometimes the community asks you questions that you haven't even thought about. So this is a great space where we will give about 15 minutes so you can connect with the community, answer all the questions, and this can make can start making these new relationships.
Absolutely. And let's definitely bring up this comment from OK Yash. When is the community day? It is Thursdays, not Tuesdays. Tuesday is Finsweet. This is where you're getting Finsweet announcements. You're getting content about business, about growth, about mental health. Uh, Finsweet team members will come on to Tuesday, and this is all Finsweet. Thursday is no Finsweet. It's all community. Finsweet will be broadcasting it. It's on Finsweet Live, but Thursday is Community Day. Anything else comment-wise?
A comment from Tom. I'd love to hear from people who come from hand coding and now embrace Webflow.
Mm. Ooh, that's a good one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know a few people who have done that, who have gone through that path, and they love Webflow. They're very, very dedicated Webflow people. And there's a few of them on the Finsweet team. So they wouldn't qualify for a community day. They'd be on a Tuesday stream. But I know there's a lot of people out there who have come from coding who don't like front end work, who don't like the HTML and the CSS. And then after finding Webflow, they realize, wow, I don't have to spend as much time writing HTML and CSS. I can spend more time writing JavaScript and other languages that are more technical that that person enjoys. So yeah, this is Tom. I love this. We definitely want these types of people on the stream. Okay, looks like we lost Victoria for a second, and there I am, full screen. Okay. Okay, so now that's actually the end of the content. I hope Victoria does come back on this stream, but we don't have any more specifically of the spotlight notes. Everything we just went through was the estimated schedule for each community day. These are the things you're going to talk about. And Rohan says, is there a sign up form? Yes, there is. Now we are at this point of the show where we give the sign up form. We're at the point of the show where now you can ask any questions. So if you're curious about something or about anything, now's your time to ask. So Victoria, can you please share the Airtable sign up form in the comments?
Sure. Sorry about that. I kind of lost internet and it left the live stream. So I think now it's gonna be me, Joe, that one that goes off the screen and then back. Now that's happening to me.
Man, that brings up bad memories. If you've been watching Finsweet live for a while, there was like a month and a half where my connection just kept dying multiple times throughout the session. But that won't happen again. Okay, so Daniel asks, how does the application process work? That link that's in the comment right there, that is how the application goes. This is an early, hey, I'm interested. We're going to start reaching out individually to people. Anybody that we see as ready to be on this show, we are going to start scheduling. And the idea is that we schedule months in advance. We are now building our Tuesday stream content, and we're already about 1.5 to 2 months filled with content. And we want to do the same thing for Community Day, where there will be a calendar 2 months in the future where you can see this person, this person, this person, this person, this topic, this topic, this topic, this topic. And you'll be able to go and individually decide, I want to go to this one, I want to go to this one. So yeah, Victoria, anything else with that I missed?
Yeah, yes, I want to add that when we reach out to you, so when you sign up to this Airtable, I don't know if Joe mentioned it before, but it doesn't have to be like when you sign up, it doesn't mean you're going to be on the live stream on August, for example. We already have someone that sign up for a live stream on January next year. So that can also happen. Like if you're not ready right now, but you want to save a spot to be on a live stream in 4 months, in 6 months, we can also do that because the spots are gonna start to fill. So just go to the Airtable, sign up your form, and then when we contact you, we can get organized on what month you would like to join these live streams.
Exactly. So yeah, Christian Schmidt says, can we fill out the form in a few months when we're ready? Yeah, you can do that, but you can also fill it out now, like Victoria just said, that we'd rather have you scheduled for 4 months in the future than to get a message like, hey, I would love to be on the show next week. Because based on the previous response to this, we've gotten a lot of people filling out this form. We released it to our pros yesterday. So if you were in the pro meeting yesterday, we released this form. We got a bunch of signups. So now we're going to start scheduling people. And let's see. Okay, Yash, when does this session end? It's 1 hour. All sessions, our Tuesday stream, our Thursday stream of Community Day, it starts at 12 Eastern and it ends at 1 Eastern, exactly 1 hour.
Do we have any more comments? Let's see.
Yeah, something from Joseph. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Start small. Just start experiencing them first before you decide. It's not for everybody also. You know, it's very possible that you're interested in this content. You want to show up every day for Community Day. You want to interact in the comments with the person in Community Day, but you don't want to be the one presenting. You don't want to be the one in the interview, and that's fine. It's totally up to you. So yeah, Joseph, you can jump right in. You can wait a little bit, whatever. Cool. Nice. Thank you, Diego. I appreciate it. Okay.
Diego from
Cool.
Mexico.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
I
So
think
that's
that's
it for
it
the
for the
comments.
comments. Hmm.
Yeah. If anybody has any other comments, please let us know. If not, we'll start ending out the show. We don't want to just sit around talking about nothing for 10 minutes. Okay, we have a question. Okay, Yash. Hey, this is off topic, but how often does Finsweet hire? Well, there's no hiring schedule. Right now, the only position that we are looking for is technical JavaScript developer. If you are a JavaScript developer, if you have any sort of technical mind, that's what we're hiring for. Webflow developers, we are not hiring. Designers, not hiring. Operations, not hiring. It's random. It's when we need somebody, we put out a message of hiring. Good question from Daniel. Victoria, you want to read this one out?
Sure. Is it going to be a free speech format, or do you want applicants to prepare a case study / presentation? I think it will be a mix of both. I don't know if you would agree with me, Joe, but it will be free speech because with the conversation flowing, we don't want it to have like 100% this is going to be the way it's going to go. We want it to be free, to be the conversation um, going by itself. But we also
Mm-hmm.
want to be prepared. If you want to show something, if you want to, for example, share the work you have done before your product, that's something that has to be prepared, or some presentation, we could also do that. So I think it will be a mix of both.
I like to think of it as you should probably prepare a presentation in a sense of what you want to tell, what you want to explain to people. So before coming on the show, you should say, I want to tell this story. I want to talk about this value. I want to give this advice just for yourself to understand that. You won't have to submit something like this. You won't have to submit a formal presentation to come on. But when we're actually speaking, it should be free speech. You're not going to come and give a PowerPoint presentation of your story. So I would say more free speech, but you should be prepared and not just come on with no, like no preparation at all. Nice. Gabe says it. Pre-structured, but with some wiggle room. Yeah, we're still defining it, right? This is a brand new initiative. We haven't officially done one yet. The next one, or the first one, will be next Thursday. So we'll see. We'll see how the first few go, and we'll definitely have more of a firm structure and more information about it as we actually start doing it. Cool.
Yeah, as we said before, we can have like a structure, but it also depends what we talk with you. Where do you want the conversation to go?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Where do you want it to go? We're here to help you tell your story. We're not telling your story. So you should have an idea of what that message is. What else do we have here? Okay. Javi, I'm 1/3 through the JavaScript course that Alex Iglesias recommended and liking the technical side more than design. Nice. If you finish that JavaScript course and you are a pro in JavaScript, I promise you, you will take your Webflow career to the next level. Finding JavaScript plus Webflow is incredibly difficult. And if you are one of those people, there are a lot of people that want to work with you. I guarantee that, me included. If you're a pro at JavaScript, come and talk to us. We're looking for you. So, yeah, great to hear. Alex took this course with no JavaScript knowledge, and he has been studying and building in JavaScript for the last 2 years or so, 2 or 3 maybe. And now he's a pro. He's senior level JavaScript, just unbelievable at everything he does related to JavaScript. So, yeah, this is a big one. Really glad you shared that. Ooh, I need this JavaScript course on copy to clipboard. I need to save this somehow. Every time people ask for it, I know
Yes.
kind of how to find it, but can we bring that up? It's by
Let me see if I can
it's
find
someone
it.
named Jonas. Jonas on Udemy. Yeah, Lucas. It's available on Udemy. The instructor is named Jonas. That's how I find it. That's how I do my Google search. But hopefully we'll find it. We'll send it out. Um, if we don't get to it before we end the stream, we will put it in the description. So if we end this stream and we do not have that link available for you, just check back like 10 minutes later and we'll have that in the description for you. Okay, Yash, where do you put the message of hiring? Nowhere really. Yeah, we don't have a formal hiring process. We don't have a job board or something like that. You have to come, you have to hang out with us. You have to be there. We try to bring in people that approach us, that are in our community, that are interested in Finsweet. And there we go. JavaScript course shared. Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you also to Daniel and Javi that they place the name so that make it easier to look for.
Nice.
I'm gonna put it on the description so you guys can have it, and we're gonna also place the link for the Airtable form.
Mm-hmm. Excellent. Okay, great. So we are now going to start to end this show. We'll tell you what's happening next Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we have a really good stream. This is especially good for people who are growing a Webflow freelancing or agency career. Tuesday's topic is going to be about failures in launching new service revenue. And what that means is we're going to talk about a lot of the challenges that people face when they're trying to offer a new service, get money from that service, and scale that service. Right now, we're going through it at Finsweet with technical web application development. We are excellent with Webflow development. We're excellent with writing scripts for our Webflow projects. And now we're starting to get more into web apps. We're starting to get more into like mini systems that are built inside of Webflow. And this is a new service revenue for us, a new kind of topic of things that we're charging for. And we're having some failures. Everything is good. There's no problem with clients, but we can feel that this is a new thing. This is a growing pain. So we're going to be sharing that story and the failures that we're facing on Tuesday. And these failures can apply to anything. You're starting a design service, there's going to be some failures in that new revenue. You're starting Webflow development, there's going to be some failures in that new revenue. So that's what we're talking about on Tuesday. Going to be a great, great episode. And Finsweet focused, right? Tuesday is Finsweet, Thursday is Community Day. So, Victoria, last comments. We have 2 minutes left. What do you want to tell all of the viewers?
Well, don't be afraid to apply. Like Daniel just shared here, I'm applying to the show right now. No more effing procrastination to step out from my comfort zone. Get out of your comfort zone, give it a try. Don't think that much about it. When you think that much, you'll start getting nervous and you start getting more scared. So just go for it. I can assure you they will have some positive results. What do you think, Joe?
And right now, yeah, do it. Try it. I'm going to share right now in the chat our Webflow developer, JavaScript developer job application. This is a page that we made. Actually, was supposed to preview this on Tuesday, but I'm starting a little early. This developers page, finsweet.com/developers. This is what we send to technical developers that we find that we want to join the team. And there is a test on there, and that's going to qualify you and help us understand where you can fit in our technical team. So yeah, we try to do some type of test just to make sure that you're a good fit, so that we don't have to break ways after 2 weeks. Okay, that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah,
So
we have one
any
minute
final
left.
notes, Victoria? Yeah, 1 minute. What
Well,
oh, that's it. We're done. It's 12.
bye
You have
bye.
one sentence left.
Well, I just wanna thank everyone for being here. I'm really excited for this new initiative. I think it's gonna be really successful, and I think we're gonna help a lot of people. So feel free to join us on these live streams. Fill the Airtable form, and if you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to reach out. Thank you.
Thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next Tuesday.